And also, we, I bring up the funding for the quick response because mukha talagang the working number is 45 days, which means the minimum is 45. Minimum is going to be 45 days. And possibly it will be 90 days. We're talking about 6 weeks. We're talking to 6 weeks to 12 weeks. This is not a short time. Which brings me to my next point. Wala tayong anong gagawin ng mga evacuee kung 3 buwan talaga silang kailangan maiwan doon sa evacuation center. At may note din dito na yung DepEd sinasabi kailangan na nilang gamitin yung eskwelahan nila. So what are we going to do? We have to think in the longer term. The other point that I wanted to bring up are the children. Kasi nung pumunta kami evacuation center, daming bata. Siguro may hindi naman pwedeng basta walang ginagawa na naman yung mga bata. I was thinking na we can hold classes for them while they're evacuated. Magpatuloy, or kung hindi man lang, kahit na play school man lang or something, para may ginagawa yung mga bata. Kasi kung hindi, kakasakit lang yan. Naka-standby lang sila, walang ginagawa. So, magpatulong tayo siguro sa mga NGO na nag-aalaga ng bata. And we'll ask them to come and maybe they can do something. DepEd might be able to conduct classes for yung medyo grade school na. Pwede na silang magano. But again, may pasok ngayon, so we have to think hard about what do we do about the schooling of the children para naman hindi maiwanan. Kasi 3 months, parang you miss already the half of the year. Maiwanan, kawawa naman yung mga bata. At saka para meron silang ginagawa. Alam naman natin, pagka yung mga bata, kailangan marami silang interesting na nakikita na ginagawa. Hindi sila pwede naiiwan lang doon. There is a mental health aspect to that na hindi natin dapat kalimutan. So those are the essential things that I think that we are I see from the presentations that you have made. Let us be prepared to take as much of the load as soon as possible of the local government units. Para naman meron silang, malay natin, magkabagyo pa, may mangyari pa, para meron silang reserba pa. Hindi natin uubusin yung kanilang quick response fund. Number 1. Number 2, we should use as a working number a minimum of 45 days. The 45 days to 90 days comes from both the science of the OST and the experience of the locals. Nung tinatanong natin sa kanila, usually paano ito? Yun na nga, 45 to 90 days. Kaya yun ang gagamitin natin na working number. Pangatlo, paano we have to give some activity. Baka makapagbigay tayo ng I don't know what, livelihood or something para meron naman silang ginagawa, meron naman silang pinagkikitaan. At lalo na yung mga bata. Isipin natin yung mga bata. What can we do? What can we do with them? Maybe DepEd can help us. Maybe the NGOs can help us. So that active naman sila doon at hindi lang nag-aantay ng araw-araw na walang ginagawa. That's not a small issue. Yes.
His Excellency Honorable Ferdinand Marcos Jr. This is Gilbert Sadsad, the Regional Director of DepEd Region 5. Relative to what you are saying about the activities to be done by our school children while they are in the evacuation center, actually we devise schemes on how they can continue their learning. In one of the evacuation center, the scheme adopted, in the morning, the original occupant of the school will do the classes. In the afternoon, the evacuees will do the classes. Others, we shifted to modular distance learning. And before we end this, or during the vacation, because we will have our closing by July 10 to 14, we will be having a learning camp where we will provide intervention and enrichment activities for those children in the evacuation center. That's what we will do, Mr. President.
That's good news. I'm glad to hear that. That was something that that came to mind while I was walking around the evacuation center. And the last point is, what are we going to do? Because 1.5 months to 3 months is a long time na ginagamit natin ang facilities ng DepEd. Will we move the evacuees at some point? Ano bang plano natin? We have to have a plan because the other kids have to go back to school they have to use the school na ginawa nating evacuation center. Anong gagawin natin dun sa mga evacuees? Is it possible, for example, to keep them there and have classes in the actual school?
Mr. President, the central office, with the leadership of our secretary, they have already sourced out some anong tawag yung trapal, temporary learning shelter or spaces that will be given by the UNICEF, and it will be set up sa mga evacuation centers. That's one.
So you will be able to conduct classes in the schools?
Yes.
Magagamit na naman yung mga eskwelahan?
Yes po. As what happened in the past, there are temporary learning spaces set up in the schools.
Because what's going to happen from here forward, mag-aantay lang talaga tayo kung anong gawin ng bulkan, kung mabawasan na ang putok, kung hindi pa naman pumuputok. Pero kung mabawasan ang lava flow, kung mabawasan ang emitting of gases, at how long it will take for us to normalize the situation. So in the meantime, kailangan natin paghandaan the assistance, of course, and then, of course, the livelihood ng mga evacuees, and then the schooling of the children. So I think those are the main points. So, but I have to say, so far, from listening to the presentations, maganda naman ang coordination ng province, ng mga municipality, ng cities, ng mga national agencies. Let's keep that going. That will maximize the resources that we can apply to this problem. And then let's develop all of those ideas that we have talked about here today, so that we can implement them as soon as possible. In my mind, I'm assuming that it is 45 days to 90 days. So we have to already plan ahead. Huwag natin antayin na nasa 14 days, ay naubos na yung sa province, naubos na yung pera nang galing sa municipality. So huwag na natin antayin, paghandaan na natin all of these things that we talk about.
Mr.
Right.
President.
Oh, you have some more? You have some more for us?
Okay. We were assured that the central office will download fund for the reproduction of modules so that we can use that during the first quarter of school year 2023-2024, and they will also download some amount for the minor repair of those affected schools by this Mayon eruption.
Very good. All right. I think that is mga mayor. Is there anything else that meron ba kayong gustong idagdag? Kayong nasa frontline, kaya kailangan pakinggan namin kung ano yung pangangailangan ninyo.
Mr. President, una sa lahat po, binavalidate namin yung mga sinabi ng inyong mga secretary. Talaga po nakarating na sa amin yung ayuda. And maganda po talaga ang coordination.
Thank you for watching Politico TV. Please like and subscribe to our channel for more videos.